All right, today Ryan is working on the 1973 Winnebago Brave, doing some radiator stuff. Got to figure out where that thing's going. But we do have some sad news about the Winnebago project. And we'll just tell you about it in a little bit. But I was thinking earlier, Ryan's here. So we just had the $1.2 billion Powerball, and it had me thinking, if you had won the Powerball, what would happen to the Winnebago project? I mean, would it just be left here where you can travel the world? Would it be scrapped so you don't have to deal with it anymore? I don't know. What would you do? Well, wait, don't answer. Maybe, hey, let's just do this. We'll get into the comments. Everybody take their guesses of what Ryan would do with this thing, and
okay.
Of course, you better show up there in the comments.
I'll be there.
And you tell them what you would really do.
I know exactly what would happen. It's not a question or... Yeah.
I think I know, but let's see. Let's see what everybody thinks.
Okay.
So, all right. So today, radiator stuff. Hope shouldn't have seen that. But
a little late.
But let's head up to the front.
Okay.
So what's going on here?
Not the radiator.
What's the problem here? So you seem a little upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just like, I can't figure out the best way to do it. I hate when I get blocked like that. But see, so what I did is I tacked this piece in there, a piece of angle up in there, and I can put that seal across there, and if I put a piece of angle on the sides, I can use the same seal on both sides, so that'll seal the
sealer off.
real nice. I really like that. And then I'm going to make the grill that goes up in here, I'm going to hinge it at the bottom so it tips out, and then I'll just put like aluminum on the inside of that and have it so it comes up this way, so that way when the airflow goes through, it has to go through the radiator that creates that high and low pressure. So I really like that. And then plus I'll be able to drop it out so we can see all this stuff in here that I built. But my problem is, like, so I welded that up in there. This is, we're both here, not just the radiator's not bolted into it, it's sitting around the channel right there. And then this here I'm gonna put up in here basically. And originally I thought we could just bolt it right here, but I'm not sure if bolting it's the right idea because most radiators are bolted. And I can't figure out a way to make it not bolt.
The problem that I would see in the long run would be that bracket's going to break because it's going to be flexing.
Crack the tank. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
tank or the bracket. The bracket hopefully, but tank probably likely.
More than likely. This is thicker than the tank. So.
Right. Right.
I'm going to make it big so I can weld a lot, but that doesn't mean it's not going to crack.
Yeah.
But I really would like it to not be bolted in. Then I was thinking, well, does it even need to be bolted in? Because this piece here, a bolt here, slides down to even get it out. And honestly, once this thing is in there, I don't think you can.
What if, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head as always, is kind of like a shock mount where there's like a post maybe, and then a bushing, and then your bracket, and then another bushing.
Where?
You would have to make something.
That's my issue. Like,
you don't want to make anything.
Where do you attach it though? Like,
yeah.
I still got to mount the fan on here, the fan shroud, on the back side. I was thinking I could use that to help support it up.
Yeah.
But I look behind there. It would be really tight. But maybe it would be really easy if I did it. I don't know. I haven't made the fan shroud yet. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Like, I've been staring at it for a couple hours. This is all I came up with. Which it'll work well, and I had put that angle on here with the seal on the side, and that looks really cool. That's why I put these here, because it'll fill the last little spaces up. Not that it has to be like airtight, or watertight. Just block the 99% of the air coming through, so that way it has to go through the radiator. I think it'll look good. I could probably bring this all the way to the edge and maybe cut the seal right around this corner so it fits all the way up into here, and that'll look clean.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be sealed more than 98% of the cars in the road.
I just don't have a coolant issue. That's one of the worst things about building anything is to have a coolant issue, and you can't go anywhere because it overheats, or worried about sitting in traffic or anything. I don't want that. I want to make sure it's the best I can do now. But yeah, so this is where I'm stuck. Like, I don't know what to do. And that's not going to break, and it's not even bulky, That moves. So that part is good. And right now, there's just a piece of flat bar that I had tack welded between here and here behind it just to hold it up in place. I can get, so I can get it in the angle I wanted, so I know where it's got to go. I have to make a hatch on the inside to get to the radiator cap. That's not a problem.
Okay, I got
it.
I got some ideas. Let's take a break here a second.
Okay.
And think.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Did we come up with anything? Are we getting anywhere?
Florida. Yeah. Rob had a really good idea.
Oh,
but he won't tell me how
again?
to finish it. He's holding out.
No, like I said, I got to give you the idea, then you got to refine it. Because if I give you the whole thing, you're going to change it anyway.
I'm fine with that, though. Okay, I'll just make it that much better instead of.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a rod with a plate and a grommet and a pin, basically. So I want to put them in the side here so that you can see it trying to install it. I feel like that would be the best way, because even just to try to weld that in, if it's on the backside, you can't get to it at all. It's like completely locked in. Even if I took the engine out, it would help, but
it would suck to take the engine out to put the radiator in.
I mean, to weld the brackets.
Yeah,
in, like I could just do that part with it out, but if I put them on the side, I just don't know exactly how to attach everything. That way, if I just a grommet, it really won't be held in so it can move around. You know, move around a little bit. But then maybe you should weld a plate on here and have a rod sticking off of here, like the opposite way. You did say that too. But the other problem is I can't just have something sticking out that touches here, because you actually have to like lower this and twist it to get it out, because it's skinnier here than it is here. And this radiator won't fit straight out here. So I can't just weld something on it and expect it to still fit out straight out. Then I'll twist it. So I can't like touch on the side. All right. I'm still waiting for that answer, Rob. What you got?
I just say you start doing it, and
I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I'm all about starting, but I don't know what to start with.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, we're still thinking here, and we've got another idea, but still ain't done yet. Because Brian or Ryan just he just can't decide anything. He's indecisive. What are you thinking now?
These are they're like an exhaust grommet, but it's a nice grommet with the the rubber goes all the way through the middle here. So if we could fit them and make like an angle plate that welded to here, and a plate coming off of the tank on the other side, so it just sits into here and then would say drop in and then bolt through here, but that would give it the wiggle room so that it doesn't flex and crack and leak water everywhere. You're just stranded on the road and have to drive the Honda around and get a new radiator.
The thing is with welding aluminum, especially on a radiator, is basically it's going to crack eventually.
Eventually, yeah. I'm just trying to prevent that.
Yeah.
I mean, most radiators in cars aren't bolted in. Well, at least if they're bolted in, they have grommets so that they can the heat expansion, because it gets bigger and smaller. I don't know how much, and I don't know how long. I mean, I'm not saying I've never welded brackets on, but I'm just saying, like, it would be better if it wasn't welded in, so I'd rather just do that. Not quite there. I think finalized, but I'm close now.
A little closer than earlier.
A little closer than earlier, yeah. This idea is this one here, yeah. This one's I'm not doing that.
And the big problem is thinking ahead of what the other problems would be like getting this thing in and out, and with the fan shroud on the back.
That's going to make it a lot heavier.
And then having to weld the brackets in place that need to be in there.
Yeah, just to physically do it. You can't just climb up in there and hold it and pack it. There's no room. It'd be a little easier with the engine out, which is coming out soon anyways. But I still want to...
Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it, Hellcat?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the Hell Kitty.
It's a Hell Kitty. How have I not heard that yet? All right. So far, just a hell kitty.
Hell kitty. Still a hell kitty now. Right?
Yeah. All right, let's figure this bracket out. This thing's going in. It's not so bad,
Right?
you made it sound like it's the biggest, hardest thing in the world. So we think we come up with an idea that might work. It's gonna work. So what do we got? This is like the fourth thing since I've been here.
Well, that's gonna be a problem. I just thought of something else. I just figured out another reason why it won't work.
Well, fifth thing.
Okay. It'll work. It's just gotta be fine-tuned, that's all. Maybe that's it. I have it right here. I'm gonna bend this, not this, but I could, so it wraps around this corner and then notch this in. But it would have to be straight out. It can be 3/4 sticking out here. And then we'll have a bolt here, and we'll use that grommet. This grommet will go in the steel piece on the back side, but I can't have it hit here, and this has got to go angled down. I'm gonna have to cut that off and weld it back on angled down. So putting it right here, like I can't just put the piece of angle and have it sticking in here because it's gonna hit this, so it almost has to come down a little bit further. I was hoping I didn't have to go down past this line here because that's where I have that flat bar right there.
Flat bar.
That piece, yeah. That's just there to hold it up in place. Not the one on the top, but the one on the bottom there. The one on the top is, that'll hold the seal and keep that box straight.
Oh, hopefully everybody could hear you there. I don't know. Anyway, that's the bar.
That bar, yeah. It's just, that's only temporary. That's coming out. But if I take it out, then I got to hold it up a different way while I'm trying to get this tacked in. So I was hoping I didn't have to, but I think I would have to have this down here. You know, so that piece can overhang and then not run into that, obviously. No issues on that side, besides the top, but we can cut around that if we wrap that around. Just have to make sure it's not where that's going to be. That'll work, I think. So I guess I'm going to make it that long. I'm going to put it right here, and that'll stick out. Again, I lost it. 3/4, which is there.
Perfect. Ish.
Yes. It's amazing how difficult this one little thing is being.
Okay, we're back for update number, what, 7, 6?
Something like that. 3,562.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking now? So we have an issue with the size of the grommet,
Right.
fitting next to the tank.
Yeah. You don't have a lot of room between here and here. And then you got to get a bolt. You don't want the bolt rubbing on here. And I'm not, like, this is a 3/8 hole. We're going to use a 1/4 inch, but we're going to give it a lot of wiggle room.
So what do you do if you have no room?
What about drilling a hole right through the tank and welding a tube in it?
What? A hole in the radiator?
A hole in the radiator.
Well,
hold it back up.
As far as design goes, it's kind of what your theme is on this thing.
We're going to put extra holes in it.
Let's put a bunch of them.
Now we're talking.
All right.
That would be a good idea because another reason the bolt would be just straight through the tank basically, and where the seal goes on the edge, this would be real easy to get at. You still have to reach around to get the nut and bolt on, which stink a little bit, but still.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Or you're gonna buy another radiator.
I can buy another radiator. I can patch it.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. It should work.
It's gonna work.
It's gotta work.
Once you drill a hole, it's gotta work.
There you go. Hurry up and drill a hole. That'll solve that problem.
Yep. The left could be the final design attempt if you drill a hole in there.
Because it has to be.
Yep. So I think you guys are right. Ryan is a mad scientist, and he needs a piece of metal or aluminum rod so he can drill a hole in his radiator. And I think I have some. There it is. Should work perfect. Nothing better than drilling a hole in your radiator. It's happening.
Looks like a bad idea. That might have voided the warranty.
Everybody's going to ask about all the shavings that went down inside.
Leave them.
Who cares?
When this hole starts leaking, those will pack up that little.
What you do is you just drop a magnet down in that hole right there.
Is that it?
It'll grab them all.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I think you like that blower, huh? I got it at a yard sale.
Yeah. There's a hole in your radiator.
You told me to put it there.
Oh. All right, is it gonna fit?
It fits.
Oh, perfect.
Boom. All right, now we'll just even them up. I left them sticking out so that way when I weld it'll have nice meaty welds. And really, there's no load on this. It's just holding it from bouncing up because now it'll be resting on the brackets that are behind this that are steel and welded to the radiator box thing. So this is ideal. And it'll look nice. I'll be able to get to the bolt real easy and the seal can still seal like I wanted it to. This is nice.
Just put some JB weld on there and be
Just a
done.
little JB weld, just use drill. The trick is to smear it just right so it looks nice. You know, I really like how this is coming out. And you know what else? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I was trying to be serious, Rob. All right, there we go. I really, really, really like how this is coming out. Bolts are going to be able to go through. They're going to be long bolts, but just 1/4-inch bolts. Like I said, there's no weight on this. I'm really loving how this is coming out. You know what else? You need to like and subscribe before I even move another muscle. All I need to do is make something like an angle. This isn't long enough, but this piece here will be drill a hole and that fits through. It's nice grommet. So it's like a 3/8 hole. I put 5/16 here. I'm using 1/4-inch bolts, so there'll be plenty of wiggle room for that to go. But when that's in there, you know, it's angling down like this. So this will be a smaller piece, but this one ain't long enough. So that'll weld on, but it's just gonna like sit against it. So it's resting on it. This bolt is doing nothing but keeping it from bouncing up. I love that. That's perfect. I don't have to sweat it cracking or anything like that down. I mean, anything can happen, but I gave it my best effort. So this is done properly where it shouldn't break.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sad news, the sad news about the Winnebago project is not going to make it to the SEMA show this year. Just can't be done.
No.
I mean, it could be, but no, it couldn't.
Even if it did, I would have to rush, and I'm not rushing what I'm doing. I want it to be perfect when it's done.
So we're not giving up. That gives us a whole nother year to get hopefully a better sponsor to get us there and to maybe get it inside in a booth.
Yes.
So
it'll be in the parking lot if not, because I'm going.
We'll be sleeping in the parking lot.
Yeah,
either way.
Knock on the door off. Check it out.
So meet us there in 2023. We're looking at this as a positive thing, and it'll get there, and it'll be actually farther along than it ever could have been. So
much higher level.
Yeah.
Same level as everything else. We're just going to keep going straight at that. Not have to rush anything.
Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching all these videos. Would have been about 30 in a row, I think. More content coming soon. We got some Jeeps and stuff now. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Ryan used to be a Jeep guy.
Yeah. 2 Jeeps.
2 Jeeps. I've had many. I got two now.
You got a new Jeep with a freight train engine in it.
Oh,
didn't ya?
yeah. We're not telling anybody I have something with a Dodge engine. No.
Oh, yeah. I'm so proud of you right now.
All right. I'm going to swap it for an LS. All right. See you later. One more view of the Winnie as we go.